있을까 baby 네 눈을 보면 알 수 있을까 너도 내 맘과 같았으면 좋겠어.
Alright guys, so today we're checking out Point Pleasant Boro Skatepark. So when we walk in, we see a little box to our left with a step up, and then there's a street section and a mini ramp. Yeah, so this is a pretty fun little box. The short part is about the height of a curb, and the taller part is maybe like not knee high, a little below knee high. It's a pretty fun little obstacle. The only bad part about this box is maybe the run up isn't really ample. There's not really a straight run up, so you have to kind of curve into it, but it's still pretty fun. So let's walk over to the rail section. There's two rails here. The first rail is about a knee-high rail at its highest point, and then it's shorter, maybe like middle of the shin height. Next to this rail, there's actually a long rail that is all one length. It's pretty fun. As you can see, there's some cracks in the ground here. They don't really mess you up too bad, but there's definitely like at certain parts in the box or like right before the rail, like it can be kind of intimidating to skate that section of the rail because of the crack. All right, let's mosey our way over to the bank, which is a big part of the park. So here is the bank. It's just a normal bank, and it has a little transition area at the bottom. So it's not like a pure bank. Is that what you call it? Anyway, the top is steep enough so that you can kind of grind across it. And I've seen people do 5-0 grinds, nose blunts, or whatever. And you can also pop from the transition like onto the bank part, which is kind of an added fun factor and something that I like to do. Over here we have the hubba, up, down, and across and down rail, and then the normal box. And honestly, most people that come here, they're not really coming to skate this thing, because I think there's more parks in the area that have better rails and boxes. But yeah, it's still here if this is something that you'd like to skate. And as you can see, when you drop off the rail, it's a little bit over knee height. It's a pretty nice rail. I think the rail is probably like the nicest part of the whole setup. And also if you wanted to like air over the hubba, that's kind of cool too. And this hubba is actually pretty cool. Like you could board slide it. You could air over it, like I said. You could do a nose tap on it. You could do just all the normal grinds. But anyway, let's move on to the quarter pipe. So let's first take a look at the shortest section of the quarter pipe. I think this is a good place to try new tricks. This small section of the ramp is smaller than the mini ramp, so this would be the smallest ramp in the park. And then it has this kind of up thing with a bank, and then the high section of the quarter pipe. I think the quarter pipe, it's probably like 6 feet, maybe not 6 feet, close to 6 feet. Seems like a lot of people that come to the park like to skate this quarter pipe just because of all the variations that you can do. And in its tallest part, it's not super steep, but it is tall enough that you got some size. All right, let's go on to the next section. But first, hold on, let me clean off my lens real quick. All right, we're all good. It's kind of raining now, so. All right, let's check out the mini ramp. So as you can see here, there's a place that you could transfer, I guess, from the mini ramp to the bank, or from the bank to the mini ramp, whichever you like. I guess you could also transfer into the street section. It's a farther gap. So one other part of this park, whether it's good or bad, is there is a busy street right next to it. So it can get pretty noisy. Sometimes you get people honking, sometimes you get people yelling. So if you're the kind of person that bothers, that might be a negative for you at this park. Okay, let's take a look at this mini ramp. Pretty wide, pretty standard steepness. Not too steep, not too mellow. It's actually a pretty good ramp. I prefer maybe a little bit of a smaller ramp, but I mean, this is pretty good. It has a little roll in that you could do transfers into, or maybe grind up if that's what you wanted to do. But yeah, I mean, overall, it's pretty good. The coping is pretty good. It can be a little sticky sometimes after the rain. As for, I mean, everything at this park, after it rains, all the coping, all the boxes are pretty sticky. So that's something to know, that if you want to do grinds, you might want to bring wax if you come here. Pretty fun ramp overall. It takes people out sometimes. It's only 4.5 foot, but for some reason, people seem to hang up on it sometimes. Also, the glare in the afternoon on sunny days is really bad, like late in the afternoon. So I would definitely bring like sunglasses or a hat or something. This can also be skated as a manual pad here, and you'll notice the side of the half pipe is metal, so you can grind across it. I have a video where I do 33 tricks or stalls on this ledge, and I'll link that somewhere. Be forewarned, the tricks are really bad. So in my experience, this park has not been open during the earlier part of the day, but I would just check and make sure. I know that it's open after 3 usually, and until dusk, but I'm not sure about the hours, so you would have to call up the town and ask. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more content, or check out my Instagram at Bubba Digital Surf. But most importantly, don't spend all day watching other people skate. Get out there and have some fun for yourself.